So guys, I honestly can't believe it, but I've made over 100 videos on my channel. And I just wanted to share with you guys what making all these videos has taught me. The first thing is, when you're new at YouTube, I would highly recommend that you don't post videos on YouTube until you have somebody close to you approve the video as a good viewing experience. When you get a little bit better at YouTube, it's easier to make videos that are less cringeworthy and that your viewers will enjoy more. And you get to a point where you kind of trust yourself to say whether or not this is a good video. But when you're new, there's so many skills you're trying to learn that it's just an awesome idea to get some feedback before you post that video. And honestly, I would say the same thing goes with thumbnails. With YouTube, it's all about feedback. Get as much of it as you can before you put something on the internet, because then it's a lot more likely to perform better. And plus, you'll be more satisfied with your earlier videos when you get farther along on YouTube and you're a lot more successful. You won't look back with so much cringe when it comes to your earlier content. I am still suggesting that you make as much content as possible. You need that practice. But if you can not put it all on the internet, I would highly recommend it. So another thing that I regret is honestly not paying somebody to do my channel art and to make my thumbnails when I first started my channel. Because usually when people get on YouTube, they don't have design skills. I mean, you might, but in my case, I didn't. Sure, it was pretty easy to learn to make a basic thumbnail, and I was able to make my own stuff. But here's the thing, a lot of YouTubers, for example, will invest a lot of money in services like TubeBuddy, for example, which can help you grow your channel, but those services are expensive. And sometimes I wonder if I had just invested the same amount of money in having somebody make my thumbnails, if it would have made my experience on YouTube so much more enjoyable. Because having a great click-through rate can go really far, and you can have somebody make your thumbnails for like $1 or $2. It's easy to find people on YouTube Facebook groups that can do this, or you can go to Fiverr. I just think that when you don't have the skills in something, it is okay to invest a little bit of money until you develop those skills. Now, of course, I would learn to make thumbnails, and you can do that pretty quickly, but I just think it's funny that I had so much resistance to the idea of just investing just a little bit in my channel, because even a few dollars would have gone a long way, I think. So I'm about to make a controversial statement. I argue now that when it comes to thumbnails, it's better to have less effective thumbnails that are highly consistent than it is to have thumbnails that might individually be better for that video, but aren't consistent across your channel. Because here's the problem, especially when you're a newer creator, if you make a channel and all of your thumbnails are completely different, when people land on your channel, it just doesn't look very subscribable. I wish I would have understood how important it was to make my thumbnails consistent and in such a way that my subscribers would recognize them. It just kind of cycles back to that previous tip. If you don't think you can be consistent with your thumbnails or make good ones, I wish I would have paid somebody to make my thumbnails. You eventually find a style and you can make them consistent, but mine were all over the place, and it has not helped my channel grow. I know sometimes individual videos performed better because of the thumbnail, and I'm sure that's why the video took off, was because the thumbnail itself was great. But if everyone is different, then your subscribers don't really know if the video is from your channel, and it just can kind of hurt your continuous performance and the ability for each of your videos to get views from your subscribers, because they don't recognize your stuff. A huge regret that I have is I wish I would have developed a video template and stuck with it. Honestly, I wish I would have just picked a YouTuber, it wouldn't really have mattered, found a video template that they used, kind of tweaked it a little to make it my own, and then just stuck with it. Even if there was a better video template out there, just if my videos had been consistent in the format they had been made and the length and things like that, then my subscribers would have more easily gotten used to something, and it would have allowed me to focus in on that template, making little tweaks until I found just the right flow for videos. Which is why I've got kind of a goal developing of finding a template now that I've tested out a few different things and just sticking to it. I haven't fully decided what template I want yet, but when I do, I bet it'll make a huge difference, because people will be able to get used to kind of how the videos flow and have a similar experience between each of my videos. If you have any suggestions about the video template, please let me know in the comment section below this video, because this has been on my mind a lot lately. So I got a funny one for you. Honestly, I can't believe I made this mistake, but when I first uploaded videos to YouTube, I didn't realize how important it was to learn to upload a video to YouTube. when I did it, I just saw what YouTube was asking for, like a title and tags and a thumbnail, and I just uploaded those things and did those different things that need to be filled out when uploading a video. But I never watched any videos when I first started about how to do those things. And it led to me having to go back and re-optimize old videos to fix the tags or to tweak the title, and it just wastes a lot of time. And if I had just watched even just a few videos one afternoon, it probably would have made a huge difference. And so I would just recommend, if you are brand new at doing YouTube, before you actually put the video up on your channel, watch a couple videos about how to upload a video to YouTube so that the video has a better chance of performing better. So here's one to think about. When we all start YouTube, we make a video and it doesn't get a ton of views usually, and we kind of feel invisible, and so we start promoting our content, and it's easy to become very spammy when doing so, and I wish I would have exercised more tact when promoting my content. And honestly, if you really are that frustrated with the views you're getting to your videos, you can always choose to pay for a Google ad. I'm not saying I recommend that, I've never done it. The thing is it's just very easy to not respect someone else's space on social media, or to just push your content in a way that is not very enjoyable for people who see that type of post or that way of promoting your content. And so I just wish I would have handled that a little bit better, because not only does it make you feel better as a creator, but if you can really promote yourself with tact, then you're probably going to get better subscribers and better views anyway. So another thing that I just kind of laugh about now was I started my channel by using the Canon M50, and I cannot tell you how many problems I ran into. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the Canon M50, but to use a camera to make your videos, you need to have certain skills and understanding of how that camera works. And I just didn't get it. And I still struggle with cameras. And so that's why I switched to my smartphone. And I wish I would have done that from the very beginning. If you're about to start a YouTube channel in 2022, I would highly recommend your phone. For example, I'm using an iPhone 11, and I just went into settings and told it to shoot 4K 24 frames per second. And if you think about that, that is plenty good for YouTube. And it's nice because it auto focuses, and the video's right there on my phone, so I can edit it on my phone or just transfer it to my Mac. It's just super easy. And you know, here's the thing, I have a new iPhone I'm going to be using soon that can shoot ProRes footage. And if you're interested in seeing what ProRes footage looks like, or if you have any questions about it, please jump in the comment section below and let me know, because I'm trying to decide between shooting 4K or ProRes footage, because ProRes footage is huge, takes a ton of storage, so I'm not sure if I actually want to make the switch, because honestly I think 4K is sufficient for YouTube. Hey, could you do me a favor and use the like and dislike button on this video to vote on whether or not you think these lessons that I'm bringing to the table are valuable? If you found them to be helpful, hit the like button and let me know. And if you could jump in the comment section below and tell me what your first videos has taught you, I would love to hear about it. And here's the thing, if you're interested in making YouTube shorts, I actually made a video a while back about my experience when I first started making them and some of the pros and cons that kind of went with that experience. And so if you're interested in watching that video, I will put that video right here on the screen, and I guess I'll see you over there in that video.